Well, nation, I guess this is it. We've got a replay running tonight of our very first live stream here at Prepper Nation. I went in and I watched it again, and it's terrible. Just a heads up, it is terrible. I had no idea what I was doing. I still really don't, but I've learned a few. I've learned a few tricks here and there on the live streaming. Um, the next actual video that you see, I'll be completely offline. And so I want to start off by thanking everybody that has been here. I'm not talking about the people that tried to burn the channel to the ground. I'm not talking about the people that slide in here once a year and say, "Oh, I forgot this channel existed. What's up?" I'm talking about the diehards that have been here throughout. Okay. The next time you see content hitting this channel, there'll be a new logo. I'm going to show you the new logo at the end of this video, so stick around. There's going to be a new playlist, a new look, a new vibe entirely. I've been trying to add a little bit of that vibe over the past couple of weeks to see what people thought about it, and people seem to like it, so I guess that's good. The folks on Patreon, they saw the rebranding a couple of weeks ago, and they really, really like it. So I want to thank everybody that's been here throughout. This has been added recently. It's going to be moved up a little bit, and he's going to be wearing a tie. And that's in honor of all the tie times that we had, all the good times that we had, right, with the live streams. This poster is going to be gone. I've commissioned some artwork to go with the channel, so to speak, with the new color theme and everything. All of this is going to be gone, replaced somehow, some shape, some form. It's going to be a new lighting rig set up. People continue to ask, how do we get in on the bunker? Well, number one, you're already here. All you have to do is subscribe to the channel you are watching right now. It's totally free. And I mentioned this the other day, but I'm going to mention this again because it's that important. I'm demonetizing the channel, which means, from this point forward, I'm not going to be making a penny from Google, from YouTube, which means they will also shut down the coffee club, unfortunately. But look, it doesn't matter because I know all of the names already. We've became friends in chat. I know who you are. And thank you for supporting the channel. You're still going to see the moderators here. They're still going to be blue wrenched. I want to thank the moderators personally. Dynamite, Bama Jen, Kelly, and Rambo. Thank y'all very much for everything you have done and continue to do. Thank you for everybody that continues to share the channel out, because the only way this channel is going to survive, quite frankly, once we demonetize, is if you're shooting a thumbs up and you're sharing it out to people. I mentioned earlier in the week, we're going to be talking about things that I really can't talk about right now because I'm monetized. I don't think people understand, but behind the scenes, over the course of the last several years, I've had hundreds of videos demonetized, slapped by YouTube, because they don't want me talking about certain things. And see, when it comes to YouTube, this is how they try and hurt you. They try and kneecap you financially. And praise the Lord, I'm in a place financially where I don't need their money. Okay. So that's the biggest deal behind demonetizing the channel, because once I do that, once I kneecap myself over here, they can't do anything to hurt me. They can't do anything to stop the message. They're going to suppress it. They're going to try and ghost us in the algorithm. Okay, they're going to do everything they can to make sure people can't find the channel, which is why I'm going to thank you ahead of time for hitting a thumbs up and sharing it out, because I'm rolling the dice here, but I know how Beaverines are. And I think that you folks are rowdier than the folks over at Silicon Valley. I think we can still make some noise. I think we can still get in front of a lot of new eyeballs as we talk about real stuff. I mentioned this the other day. We're going to be talking about Operation Fishbowl. That video got flagged when I tried to touch on that. We're going to be talking about the coming beast system. We're going to be talking about the coming one world digital currency that's inbound and how that's tied into AI. We're going to be talking about many false flags throughout history, like Pearl Harbor, like 9/11, things like this. We're going to be talking about JFK. We're going to be talking about many different things that, quite frankly, I haven't been able to talk about. We're still going to be covering current events. I'm going to be reading it in the newspaper, but whatever. It's all propaganda anyway. I'll stay informed somehow. um, and, we're going to be talking about stuff that's happening here at the Ponderosa, or as I like to call it now, at the crib. Let me explain this to you real quick because it ties in to the rebranding, okay, which I'll show you folks here shortly. I used to have an immaculate office in this house, huge room. And then I had a second room that had Olympic weight sets and everything in there. And then we had kids. And slowly but surely, that real estate for me, and I wouldn't have it any other way. I'm not complaining. I'm just letting y'all know how it happened, right? I'd much rather have the kids that we have. But that real estate started to dwindle to the point now where I'm out here in this little shanty shack that I like to call the office. And this has become more of my crib because it's only like 2 or 3 lengths of an actual crib, right? So it is what it is. This channel is going to have a different vibe moving forward. And I've alluded to this. It's something that I've wanted to do for a while. And again, I know, and I've said this, I know that we're going to lose some people because they're not into the conspiracy stuff. Some people don't want their eyes to be opened to about the things that they don't want their eyes open to things that we have been lied to about. But I'm going to do my best over here, son, to be Mr. Visine. I'm going to try and open as many eyes as I can. Some of you, again, in the coffee club, I do apologize. There's no way around it. But I know who's in the coffee club, guys. You've been here for a very long time. And I appreciate you. I really do. Some people are going to want to support the channel moving forward. Patreon's a little trickier because I can't just hit a switch and turn it off, nor would I really want to. So it's going to be up for a month and a half longer, and there's going to be vital prepping information and stuff over there pinned toward the top if you want to support there. Also, eventually, we're going to be opening up a P.O. box again. And so I will still be able to talk to you, but it's going to be by snail mail and handwritten letters and things. There's several reasons for this. The main reason is I have 2 or 3 people that for years now have emailed 20 or 30 pieces of intel a day. I just can't go through all that. You know what I mean? It's totally bombarded. When I open my spam folder, I'm like, what is going on right now? These people have done cracked it. They done cracked something, son. They've been abducted or something. So it's impersonal, and it's a great way to be spammed. And I figure, hey, if they want to send 20 or 30 letters a day and pay that kind of postage, I'll read through it at that point. But email is not the way. So there will be a P.O. box at some point moving forward. And as the people on Patreon know, it's a labor of love, but it's going to take some time. I'm working on getting an old ribbon-fed typewriter, not electric, ribbon-fed. I know they still exist. I've got to find a model that is in working shape and that I can actually get ribbons for. You know what I'm saying? And an old Xerox machine. I really want to start a monthly newsletter, physical newsletter, that I can mail out to people and stuff like this. So there are some things going on with the channel. People thought the channel was disappearing. By no means is Prepper Nation going away. We're just about to get more rowdy. We're like a an animal out here shedding its skin, getting ready for the next go round. The channel, I think, is going to be better for it. I think it's going to be a lot more interesting. It's going to be one heck of a ride, if I'm being honest. And I'll be free to talk about whatever I want to. So take that, Google. Take it, son. Take it. I want to show y'all what I've got lined up when I go offline. I've been stacking up movies and TV shows and stuff for those that don't know. Band of Brothers is on that list. The Pacific is on that list. And there's several movies as well, but I'm going to start with this one because I think it's fitting. First season of Jericho. I think I have the second season somewhere, but I'm not 100% sure. But the first season is right there. So I'm going to dive into that first because they lose electricity, they lose the internet and stuff like that in the show. I just thought it was really fitting. So I guess without further ado, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show everybody here on YouTube what Patreon saw a couple of weeks ago. I'm going to reveal the new channel logo and the new banner, the name of the playlist moving forward. And I would like to explain to you how I got here. There were several logos that I was looking at, a couple I was in love with big time. And my daughter was out here checking on me, and I flagged her down. I said, which one of these two do you like as a logo? And she immediately picked the logo that she did. I'm in love with it. I don't know. I'm doing this green on purpose because green is one of the colors moving forward, green, gray, and white. And, you know, I'm just in love with this logo. I'm in love with the concept. The new playlist is going to be called Tales from the Crib. An obvious play on Tales from the Crypt, right? And the artwork that I'm getting commissioned is artwork of the Crypt Keeper, but it's going to be in, in the channel colors and stuff like this. So it'll be hanging back there. And I'm going to be telling people, hey, this is what's going on at the crib, giving you personal stories, what's going on in my life, this sort of thing, vlogging, if you will. I hate that term. And then we're going to get into conspiracies, conspiracy theories, current events, prepping things as well. So I'm really looking forward to it. As I told the folks on Patreon, give me a couple of weeks because my family, my wife's in education, my two kids are out of school. So they're all three out of school for the next couple of weeks. And I do want to spend time with them. And then we're going to hit the ground running in 2025. So without further ado, here we go. Let me know what you think in the comments. And God bless y'all.